Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the time you're seeing this video. I'm Andrés and I'm going to talk to you about the simple present, the simple past, the future, and the would and wouldn't. So let's begin. Sorry, because I'm a little bit sick, but I will try my best. In the simple present structure, we have a subject plus a verb plus a complement. In negative sentences, we have a subject plus an auxiliary that could be do or does, plus not, or we can use the contraction doesn't or don't, plus a verb plus a complement. And in questions, we have the auxiliary do or does plus the subject plus the verb and plus the complement. So in present simple tense, we only have one form of conjugate the verb, and that form is used when the verb is preceded by the third singular person. So when the verb is ended in ss, sh, ch, x, or z, we add the suffix es, just like the verb miss, misses, fix, fixes. And for everything else, we use the suffix s, like a verb, the run, runs, Emily runs, Tommy runs. And so let's go to the simple past structure. In affirmative sentences, we have a subject plus a past verb, a verb in past form, plus a complement. In negative sentences, we have a subject plus didn't, the auxiliary do in past, did, plus not, and plus verb and complement. And in questions, we have the auxiliary in past, did, plus subject, plus verb, and plus complement. So just everything in the life, it isn't easy. In regular verbs, the verbs in infinitive form without the to, we add an ed at the end of the verb, but we have some rules. So for the few verbs that end in a vowel other than e, we have to add an ed. Ski, skite, echo, echoed. And for regular verbs ending in the vowel e, we add just a d, just like hate, hated. For regular verbs that end in vowel plus y, we add an e and d. Play, played. Decay, decayed, decayed. And for regular verbs that end in a consonant plus y, change the y to e, to I, and add ed. Like cry, cried, like dirty, dirtied. And for regular verbs ending in consonant plus vowel plus consonant, double the final consonant before adding ed, like damn, damned, like back, backed, plan, planned. In American English, when the regular verb has more than one syllable and the syllable stress is on the final syllable, the final consonant is doubled. Defer, deferred. How do we know? How do we can identify the stress syllable? Well, it's so easy. We have to identify how the syllable is loudness, length, pitch, and the quality of the sound of the syllable. And I think we done that. In American English, okay, I said it. In these verbs, the syllable stress is not on the final syllable, so the consonant is now doubled, like orbit, orbited, listen, listened. And that was all. Just remember, in the irregular verbs, you have to use the second column of the verbs. Well, let's continue with the future. In the future, in affirmative sentences, we have the subject plus the auxiliary will plus the verb and plus the complement. And with negative sentences, we have that subject plus the auxiliary plus not, or we can use the contraction want, plus verb and plus complement. For questions, we use will, the auxiliary, first, plus the subject, plus the verb, and plus the complement. Just like, I will try my best, or I won't try my best. Will I try my best? Okay, and for would and wouldn't. In affirmative sentences, we use a subject plus would plus verb and plus complement. And in negative sentences, we use the subject plus wouldn't plus verb plus complement. Questions, we use would plus subject plus verb plus complement. How do we use the simple present? The simple present is used when we want to express a routine or a fact. We can use some adverbs of frequency. The frequency adverbs are added before the main verb, but after the auxiliary verbs. There's one exception, in to be verb. Let's give an example. I often eat vegetarian food. He never drinks milk. You must always fasten your seatbelt. I'm seldom late. He rarely lies. In simple present, or how do we use the simple present? We use the simple present when we want to express an action that occurred in the past and ended in the past. In the future, we use, how do we use the future? Where when we want to express an action that will occur in the future. And the would and wouldn't, when we want to express some possibilities, when we aren't sure the future. Just like I would know how to talk fast in English, and thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye.